So, after 3 months, I've decided to take a 2-day, 1-night trip to test my knee. Here is Roan Mountain, Tennessee, and I will be hiking northbound about 9.4 miles to Hump Mountain. Here we go. Great views up here. So I've been hiking maybe 10 minutes. I'm already huffing and puffing. I'm carrying a full summer pack, 2 liters of water, enough food for 2 days. It's about, 21, 22 pounds. That's Grassy Ridge. That's about 2 miles off from the trailhead. So far I feel relatively good. I'm surprised I can feel some twinges in my knee. And correction, it's been 4 months since I came off trail. I've been doing workouts at home and stretches and strength training and balance training, hoping to get that knee straightened out. So, loving it out here. Usually Roan Mountain is very cold, foggy and cold and wet, but being in the middle of August, although it's cooler than predicted temperatures today in the 80s, it's always breezy here. So far it's not too bad. I'll be hiking across many balds today. So if the breeze dies down, it's going to be really hot. I'm sunscreened up, raring and ready to go. So I made it to Jane Bald, and the elevation is 5,807 feet. And this looks like a good spot for a snack and some water. So for my snack, I'm having a turkey stick, cheese stick, and a couple handfuls of trail mix. I do not eat this way at home, but hey, it's all about calories on the trail. Yum. I decided I needed another snack, so I'm eating a payday. And I just checked gut hooks, and there's water in like 0.6. It's questionable, meaning it could be dry, but that's my goal. So I don't know if you can see it, but I've been hiking through blueberries and blackberries for a little bit. Here's some more. Now, I'm not supposed to eat blackberries because I'm allergic to them, but I figure there are no pesticides out here, so I'm going to take advantage of the vitamins while I can. This is one of the things I don't enjoy about late summer hiking is the overgrowth. I think every hiker's first thought is ticks, so I'll have to make sure that I check myself carefully. Still a few sporadic blackberries, but the terrain is sandy. It'll be a little bit rocky for a while, then it'll be sandy. It's nice. This is, I think, the 4th time I've done this section, but I enjoy it. This is the water source I was looking for. It's not dry, but it's just barely a trickle. I still have, I think, 1.5 liters. So that's enough to get me to the shelter, which is 1.7 ahead. I can get water there and then check for the next water source. I think Over Mountain Shelter is maybe 2 miles past Stan Murray Shelter. So I have a couple water sources ahead. Look at that. Like 4 paces beyond that last trickle is a nice piped spring. But as I said, I don't need water here. So I think I'll just push on. Something happened. Anyway, there's the water. I'll catch that on the way back. stayed here once several years back. It was mid-October, and I was intentional with that date because I thought there would be peak foliage. But what I did not account for was the elevation. So while there was pretty foliage colors, it was not peak. And I also did not think that there would be many people here. There must have been 30 people here that night. It was crazy. When I get back on the AT, I'll be going up to that grassy area and then going over toward that bald. And there's a spot where I can look back and see this shelter. So I'll make sure to catch that. That's a pretty iconic picture. I thought there was a group coming in here. I don't see anybody though. Anyway, there's the red barn. There used to be a platform right here. You could sleep about 6 people there, 6 people here, and there was a fire pit over here somewhere. I can't believe how grown up this is. You can tell they're trying to discourage people from staying here because it's not safe. There's a pavilion up in there. Anyway, I'm gonna go get water. Then head on up to that mountain. So I've gone something like 5.5 miles so far. It's about 120, and I just filtered water, and I have 1 full liter. It's 2.6 to the next pipe spring. I think 1 liter will get me there, and then 3.9 to where I'm staying tonight. So when I get to the next pipe spring, I will fill up both bottles and my camel bag. So I'll have 4 liters of water, roughly, to get me through the night and through breakfast, and that'll be plenty. And then I'll head back tomorrow. So stay tuned. So there's the shelter from up on the whatever mountain I'm on. Let's see if I can zoom in. That's the red barn. Cool, huh? I'll give you a pan. I've seen a lot of acorns, some kind of nut that's encased in a thick green husk, a lot of brown-eyed Susans, and for birds I've seen a couple juncos and some goldfinches. I'm really, really hoping for a great sunset and awesome sunrise. Okay, more later. I wonder if this means somebody's hiking in underwear. So I just came out of a wooded area and I climbed, I don't know, I think it was over a mountain, and now I am about to climb Little Hump. Oh wow, look over here. It's hot, I'm sweaty, I'm thirsty, but I'm having a good time. You know, I have to come out to the woods every so often and do an overnight backpacking trip to remind me how much I appreciate my husband and that I like being at home with him. That's a nice thing to remember. So, I'm on top of Little Hump. Too bad those bushes are in the way. There's a sneak peek of Big Hump. This is the beauty of Appalachia. Okay, so I'm cresting Little Hump, and if I remember correctly, I go through some wooded area, and there's a piped spring. And then I'm headed to the top of that next mountain. That's Big Hump. And pretty close to the top, I can see two separate groups of people. So maybe I won't be alone tonight. We'll see. That's my ultimate destination today. It's 1.1 miles up to the top of that mountain. Big Hump, here I come. Oh gosh, I tell you what. This last half mile is a butt kicker. It's climbing the summit of Hump Mountain. And it's steep. And it's bald, so it's hot. But I'm doing it. I'm almost there. I have 0.3 to a fence. And then 0.2 beyond that, I'll be there. My destination, 9.4 for the day. Whew, Nelly. Knees are doing okay. I feel twinges every once in a while. But I'm hanging in there. A bird just flew overhead. Okay. Keeping on. So I made it to the summit of Big Hump, and I have 360-degree views. I wish these bushes weren't in the way because the view would be a little more spectacular, but it's awesome just the way it is. Look at all those mountains. I feel like I climbed every one of them. Oh, look at this right here. That is gorgeous. It's so hazy today. I got to camp around 4, and I met someone on the trail today, and he was telling me about a secret camping spot, and I tried to find it, but I couldn't. So I just went ahead and set up my tent here. It actually was, I can't see it now. There was a gray cloud that moved from this way right over the top of the bald, over that way. And I had just a few sprinkles right after I got my tent set up, so I was thankful for that. Have a little fire going. Still keeping my fingers crossed for a sunset tonight. So far, I'm the only one here.